Continue reading Bhagavad Gita as it is by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Chapter 14, Text 3, the modes of material nature. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmit garbham dadami aham sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. The total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata. This is an explanation of the word world. Everything that takes place is due to the combination of Kshetra and Kshetragya, the body and the spirit soul. This combination of material nature and the living entity is made possible by the Supreme God Himself. The Mahatattva is the total cause of the total cosmic manifestation, and that total substance of the material cause in which there are three modes of nature is sometimes called Brahman. The Supreme Personality of Godhead impregnates the total substance, and thus innumerable universes become possible. This total material substance, the Mahatattva, is described as Brahman in the Vedic literature. Mundaka Upanishad 1.1.19 Tasmad etad Brahma nama rupam anam cha jayate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead impregnates that Brahman with the seeds of the living entities. The 24 elements beginning from earth, water, fire and air are all material energy, and they constitute what is called Mahat Brahma, or the great Brahman. The material nature, as explained in the 7th chapter, beyond this there is another superior nature. The living entity into material nature, the superior nature, is mixed by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thereafter all living entities are born of this material nature. The scorpion lays its eggs in piles of rice, and sometimes it is said that the scorpion is born out of rice, but the rice is not the cause of the scorpion. Actually, the eggs were laid by the mother. Similarly, material nature is not the cause of the birth of the living entities. The seed is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they only seem to come out as products of material nature. Thus, every living entity, according to his past activities, has a different body created by this material nature, so that the entity can enjoy or suffer according to his past deeds. The Lord is the cause of all the manifestations of living entities in this material world. Sarva yoniso kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti yaha tasam brahma mahadiyoni aham bij pradhapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. In this verse, it is clearly explained that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the original father of all living entities. The living entities are combinations of the material nature and the spiritual nature. Such living entities are not seen only on this planet, but on every planet, even on the highest where Brahma is situated. Everywhere there are living entities. Within the earth there are living entities. Even within water and within fire, all these appearances are due to the mother material nature and Krishna's seed-giving process. The purport is that the material world is impregnated with the living entities who come out in various forms at the time of creation according to their past deeds. Sattvam rajas tama iti guna prakritir sambhava Nibandhananti Mahabhavo Dehe Dehinam Avayam. Material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with the nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes. The living entity, because he is transcendental, has nothing to do with this material nature. Still, because he has become conditioned by the material world, he is acting under the spell of the three modes of material nature. Because living entities have different kinds of bodies in terms of the different aspects of nature, they are induced to act according to that nature. This is the cause of the varieties of happiness and distress. तत्र सत्वम निर्मलात्वत् प्रकाशत अनामयन सुखा संगेना बदनाति ज्ञान संगेना चनगहा. O sinless one, the modes of goodness being a purifier than the others is illuminating, and it frees one from sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. The living entities conditioned by material nature are of various types. One is happy, another is very active, and another is helpless. All these types of psychological manifestations are causes of the entities' conditioned status in nature. How they are differently conditioned is explained in this section of Bhagavad Gita. The mode of goodness is first considered. The effect of developing a mode of goodness in the material world is that one becomes wiser than those otherwise conditioned. A man in the mode of goodness is not so much affected by material miseries, and he has a sense of advancement in material knowledge. The representative type is the Brahmana, who is supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness. This sense of happiness is due to understanding that in the mode of goodness, one is more or less free from sinful reactions. Actually, in the Vedic literature, it is said that the mode of goodness means greater knowledge and a greater sense of happiness. The difficulty here is that when a living entity is situated in the mode of goodness, he becomes conditioned to feel that he is advanced in knowledge and is better than others. In this way, he becomes conditioned. The best examples are the scientists and the philosopher. Each is very proud of his knowledge, and because they generally improve their living conditions, they feel a sort of material happiness. This sense of advanced happiness in conditioned life makes them bound by the modes of goodness and goodness of material nature. As such, they are attracted toward waking in the mode of goodness. And as long as they have attraction for waking in that way, they have to take some type of body in the modes of nature. Thus, there is no likelihood of liberation or of being transferred to the spiritual world. Repeatedly, one may become a philosopher, a scientist, a poet, and repeatedly become entangled in the same disadvantages of birth and death. But due to the illusion of material energy, one thinks that that sort of life is pleasant. Hare Krishna.